I'm going to talk about gōngfu. Gōngfu is not necessarily a single martial art alone. However, the term is often used to represent the whole of Chinese martial arts. Gōngfu can also be called kung fu or gōngfu, and encompasses several fighting techniques known to the Chinese people. The Chinese martial arts were originally known as Chinese boxing, which is a term that was technically coined by a French missionary who lived in China, who is known in the Western world as Jean-Joseph Marie Amiot. Originally, gōngfu was a reference to the state of one's training through martial arts. The type of martial arts did not matter, however, as the body, spirit, and mind all go through the same transformation. Regardless of the type of Chinese martial art that gōngfu refers to, the principles that lie within remain the same. Students of gōngfu will learn to master time, motivation, and self-discipline, the most important of which is motivation. Motivation must be willing. Someone doing something as a result of force cannot be wholly motivated, and success can never be reached this way. And therefore, gōngfu can never be reached like this. Ancient China did not have a singular martial art known as gōngfu. Some people speculate that the term gōngfu was given to martial arts as seen in movies, such as those with popular martial arts star Bruce Lee, so that Westerners would have more of a sense of the art itself. Although in earlier times, gōngfu did not reference any one particular art, it is now a term very well known in many countries as the popularity of Chinese martial arts has spread greatly. As with many forms of martial arts, the origins can be attributed for an early need for self-defense, military needs, as well as hunting. Of course, martial arts became an integrated part of the Chinese culture over time, and such the term gōngfu became a universal name for Chinese martial arts altogether. As a result, the origins of gōngfu can be considered the origins of Chinese martial arts themselves. Many people believe that during the year 2698 BC, a man known by the name of Huangdi, also known as Yellow Emperor, introduced martial arts for the first time in China. He wrote many treatises on several topics, including early forms of martial arts. The earliest forms of Chinese fighting included moves such as grappling, kicks, punches, and throws, as well as joint locks and the utilization of pressure points to one's advantage to defeat an opponent. As the development of Chinese martial arts continued, the incorporation of several philosophies and even more techniques soon followed. Yin and Yang play an important part in the creation of gōngfu. This philosophy embodies both soft and hard techniques that balance each other, and when put into effect, can create a balanced martial art. In congruence with the Yin and Yang philosophies, the Taoist people play their part in the creation of gōngfu by adding softer elements from the internal martial arts, such as Dai Ji Chuan. Dai Ji Chuan places a great deal of importance on the health and wellness of the body, spirit, and mind, and it is these elements that have also been incorporated into gōngfu. Gōngfu began to gain in popularity around the year 1912, during a Republican period in the dissolution of the Qing dynasty, when gōngfu and martial arts masters were encouraged to spread their knowledge and help teach their art form to the general public and basically to anyone willing to learn it. It was in Berlin during the year 1936 that Chinese martial arts masters first performed gōngfu for a large multicultural audience during the Olympics that year. This, too, helped spread interest in Chinese martial arts for the first time in the Western world. Many gōngfu masters, however, began to migrate to other cities and countries to evade the communist rule that dominated China during that time, and with them, of course, went their knowledge and teachings of martial arts. Of course, this solidified the spread of Chinese martial arts across the globe, and this is when it truly molded into the gōngfu as we know it today. No longer were these amazing combinations of martial arts bound by ethnicity or anything else. Masters were free to teach the art, and students were free to learn it. Westerners became particularly interested in gōngfu due to the fact that many movies during that time were created and featured Chinese martial arts. Chinese martial arts are among the most popular types of martial arts in the modern world.